I'm about to teach you the 3 proven paths to building a 7-figure personal brand that I have personally extracted from my 3 highest earning personal brand clients. Spent the last 3 years testing and building personal brands and dissecting the different personal brand models. I've discovered that there are exactly 3 proven business models that get you to 7 figures consistently. The most successful personal brands that I've worked with, they aren't trying to do it all or all of these different business models. They have a clear and unwavering focus on one of these business models, and that's their shortcut to success. So in this video, I'm peeling back the curtain to show you the results of my top 3 personal branding clients. I'm going to break down their business model and show you the exact strategies that they've used to not only build 7-figure personal brand, but to build brands that are having 7-figure months. But more importantly, I'm going to show you exactly how you can implement one of these strategies, build a 7-figure personal brand of your own. So welcome back to the channel. My name is Darren Peel, and the sole purpose of this channel is to help you build a 7-figure personal brand. So if you're on a journey to building a 7-figure personal brand, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So in this video today, I'm going to be breaking down as case studies my 3 most successful personal branding clients and how they built a 7-figure empire around their personal brand. And make sure you stick around to the end, because I'm also going to be going through what every single one of these business models and personal brands have in common. So if you want the exact strategies that brands are leveraging today to get to the 7-figure mark and beyond, then you're in the right place. But without further ado, let's get into it. Let's dive into the first case study, the reoccurring revenue model. This path is perfect for coaches and service providers who want to leverage reoccurring revenue to create predictable monthly income without having to launch consistent new offers. Now, as a caveat for this video, each one of these case studies that I'm going to walk you through is based on real clients that I'm still working with today. Now, to preserve their privacy, I've changed the name of the client as well as the name of their offer so that it preserves their privacy. But don't get me wrong, these are based off of real clients that are currently crushing it in their niche. So my first client, we'll call her Sarah. She came to me with an offer where she was consistently hitting a ceiling around $8,000 a month. She was working with one-off clients and constantly chasing the next client. She felt like she was stuck in a hamster wheel where she was always trying to fight for and find her next client. We completely transformed her business by changing one simple thing. We switched her paid in full offer to a simple reoccurring revenue model. Her new offer is priced at $250 to $500 per month, where she focuses on one clear result for her ideal client. In this case, Sarah created a program for high-performing executives who have issues with their gut health. So the key to Sarah's success wasn't complicated marketing. It was her laser focus on creating one clear result for one clear avatar, all inside of one clear system. She combined her unique health expertise with a systematic approach to client transformation, creating something that was unique to her. So here's what made her model so successful. First, she stopped trying to sign on everyone and niche down to one specific avatar with a specific pain point and a specific problem. Second is she created a repeatable and scalable system that consistently got clients results. And third, this is absolutely crucial, she focused on retention over constantly chasing new clients. So when you do the math on this, which by the way, I created a recurring revenue calculator on my site that's completely free for you to use. I actually selfishly created this calculator for myself so I could see exactly the numbers I needed to hit my target revenue. If you want to play with this calculator, I'll link it down in the description. It is a phenomenal but also highly motivating tool. But for Sarah, when we ran the numbers, she only needed 166 reoccurring revenue clients. And when you boil it down to a simple number like this, it makes hitting 7 figures seem reachable. And the beauty of this, which you can see illustrated in the calculator, is that every single month her revenue stacks and stacks and stacks. So within 18 months, Sarah had over 350 reoccurring revenue clients, generating well over $1.2 million annually. And the key here was that she had an 85% retention rate. Sarah built relationships with her clients that lasted years, not weeks. And that was the key to her success and the success within this reoccurring revenue model business. The beauty of this model is its simplicity and scalability. You don't need a huge audience and you don't need to be making new offers constantly to drive revenue. Sarah built this business with fewer than 10,000 Instagram followers. This is one of the easiest and most common approaches that I've seen across all my clients. Now let me know down in the comments if this is the type of business that you have, but I'm willing to bet most people fall into this first bucket. But hey, if you're finding value in this video, you already like the first business model, then please take a second to hit that like button. It helps me out tremendously. So the second path to building a 7-figure personal brand is what I call the thought leader's proven system. This approach works brilliantly for experts who have developed a proven methodology and want to scale beyond the one-to-one work. So let me introduce you to Michelle. Michelle is a leadership expert who is a speaker and also worked with one-on-one clients. Michelle had been charging $5,000 to $10,000 per speaking gig and was also working with a handful of one-on-one clients. But she was struggling because this model wasn't very scalable. So we packaged her methodology into a proven and repeatable process inside of a $5,000 course. We sold this comprehensive program through quarterly events. This comprehensive program was technically an e-course with a community inside of it. She also had a handful of assistant coaches that made sure clients saw results. So instead of the unscalable method of constantly chasing more one-on-one clients or even speaking gigs, she was able to package her methodology into one course that she could sell again and again. So here's the brilliance of this model. Every quarter within some of her free virtual events, she would see an average of 3,000 to 5,000 registrants. Of these registrants, she would typically see about a 10 to 20% conversion rate from those registrants buying her course or program. And then her annual in-person event would typically see between 250 to 500 registrants at $997 each. Following these in-person events, she would typically see about a 20% conversion rate into her course and program. So the numbers tell the story here. With approximately 1,500 sales, at $5,000 a piece, plus her event revenue, Michelle was able to consistently generate over $1 million a year in revenue while avoiding having to chase down one-on-one clients. Now, if you want to play around with these numbers for yourself, I've also put together a 3-day event calculator so that you can financially model this business model for yourself to see what the numbers would look like and how you can hit the 7-figure personal mark yourself within this business model. So hey, if you're a coach, consultant, personal brand, and you'd like some help building your own 7-figure personal brand and scaling it beyond the 7-figure mark, then click the link in the description to see if working with me and my team is right for you. Our third and final case study reveals the most sophisticated approach to hitting the 7-figure mark. And this approach is going to be an exact breakdown of my most successful client. I call this model the Business Mentors Ascension Path. This model creates multiple streams of revenue by meeting clients where they're at and growing with them every step of the way. Now, a lot of clients come to me at a point where they have a chaotic business model. They're working with clients at different points, charging different rates for each client. They try to create a custom solution based on the needs of each and every client. And this is a recipe for burnout. So to solve this, we structured their business into 3 core offers, each one specifically designed to ascend the clients to the next tier. First, my client had his foundational program. The program typically ran for about $500 a month. This foundational program was designed for entrepreneurs who were just starting out with the goal of building their own business. This lower ticket membership model served as an entry point for all of his clients. Then the second tier of his program is what we can dub the Growth Accelerator. This program is typically around the $10K price point. Now, this is for the established businesses who wanted to break through the multiple 6-figure mark within their business. And finally, he had his high-end scale mentorship that was around $25,000 annually. This is where he worked directly with a handful of clients who were serious about taking their business and making a 7-figure brand out of it. The beauty of this model is that it creates a natural ascension path. Typically, we'd see about a 20 to 30% ascension rate between each of these programs. What makes this model so powerful is not just the multiple price points, but the clear pathway for client progression. Each program is designed to naturally lead to the next, with clear indicators of when clients are able to ascend to the next program. My client now generates 7 figures a month within this business model. His client acquisition focuses primarily on bringing in new clients for his foundational program, while the rest of the revenue comes through the natural ascension model. So now that you have the 3 proven business models to build a 7-figure personal brand, you might be wondering which one is right for you. But before you decide, let's take a look at what every single one of these business models has in common. First is specificity. None of these brands are trying to be everything to everyone. Sarah focused exclusively on gut health for professionals, Michelle focused on her leadership methodology, and my last client focused specifically on his 3-tier business growth framework. As Naval Ravikant says, escape competition through authenticity. They each created something that no one else could offer. Second is systems. All 3 built repeatable processes for client results. They're not relying on personal charisma or working harder. They have systematized their expertise. Third is leverage delivery. None of these models require the founder to deliver everything perfectly personally. Sarah built a team of coaches that implement her methodology. Michelle created digital assets and experiences inside of her course. My last client focused his time specifically on his higher tier clients, while his coaches delivered exceptional experiences for the lower tiers. And lastly, strong positioning. All three position themselves as the go-to expert and authority inside of their niche, rather than trying to compete in oversaturated markets. As Robert Greene puts it, your uniqueness is what gives you power. But here's the truth, these are just 4 things that all of these have in common. If you want to deep dive into all 10 things that I've laid out that all 7-figure personal brands have to have, then watch this video next. The question isn't which model is best, but which one aligns with your strengths, your preferences, and the needs of your ideal client. Some people thrive with the recurring revenue model, while others thrive with an event-based sales system, and others prefer the Ascension model. What matters most is finding the model that works best for you. And there you have it, 3 proven paths to building a 7-figure personal brand. As a quick recap, there is a recurring revenue model, thought leaders' proven system, and the business mentor's ascension path. Remember, success isn't about trying to be everything everywhere. It's about choosing the right business model and executing it with excellence. The most important decision you'll make isn't what kind of content you need to make or which platform to focus on. It's which of these 3 paths aligns with your strengths and the transformations you provide for clients. And hey, if you're serious about building a 7-figure personal brand, then make sure you check out this video next, where I break down the 10 things that every personal brand has in common. Make sure you watch that one next.